Hey guys, welcome back to Our Texas Homestead. Today we are going to show you how to maintain cast iron after it's been cooked on with something that will typically hurt it or get stuck or whatever you want to call it. So right now all I'm doing is heating up a little bit of butter. This pan, as you can tell, has been seasoned quite a bit. This is a freshly seasoned skillet. This one has yet to be cooked in. It's just had seasoning put in it, like after your first time, after you do the 6 coats of seasoning, compared to something that's kind of been proven on getting it done. So, eggs. You know eggs like to stick. Right? So, and yes, I'm making scrambled eggs because we're going to add some cheese. Cheese likes to stick. And yes, it's my puppy's little favorite over here is some cheese, of course. You can see this doesn't want to stick over here. Even after 6 seasonings, this one isn't too bad. And this is the basically the Waffle House way to, from what I understand, to do your eggs. Both are cooked on a little less than medium heat. You can see this one wants to stick because one, it hasn't had any bacon cooked in it yet. Nothing. It's straight after your first time you season it. Usually the first thing I cook in a skillet after I get it seasoned is bacon or sausage. And this is a older 3-notch lodge, and this is a Birmingham stove and range. Birmingham's, this is a newer, I won't say newer, but it's one of their later versions. So it's got a little more grit to it, which has to build up. All right. You can see they're both ready. Gotta love these pans and how much heat they transfer, right? And no, I'm not going for the perfect egg. I'm going for what can I stick? Because I know it's gonna stick. At least on this one. All right. So now what do you do when you're done? They're both different, right? So let me show you. All right. One way to do it, let your pan cool down just a little bit. It's still a little warm. Come in with some water. Bring in a little wooden spoon. Get that nice warm water on it. Turn my heat back off. Sit there and let it cool for just a minute. Not long. Because your next step is taking it over to your sink and getting some hot water on it. Sorry for the extra noise in the background. My freeze dryer is running. So let's get you over to the sink. Yes, we're having chicken and some hamburger like that. All right. Not too terrible, not too terrible. Notice you can always use your scrapers. You can see the water's definitely hot. You don't want to leave any food particles at all, because you don't want to re-season food particles. That would be terrible. All right. After you get it dry, you're going to be able to tell if you ever left anything. So, go right back. Scrub. Scrubbing a pan is not going to kill it. It's not going to kill all your seasoning. You notice I do have Dawn in this, but I'm not squeezing it out to get it. I'm not wanting it. Don't get me wrong, there's going to be times that you got something really greasy in there or really stuck on, that you're going to have to use a little bit of Dawn. It's just, Dawn's the best degreaser out there for dishes. Alright, the sink is picky. You have to hit it right dead in the center. Alright. Bring you right back over to the stove. Turn your fire back on, right where you had it, right down below medium. Take your grapeseed oil, or whatever oil you're using on your pans. Notice I didn't sit there and try to get all the moisture off the pan. For one, I dried it with a towel. Secondly, I was able to use straight hot water, so the pan itself was still pretty warm. Season it front and back. Don't forget your handle and the eyelet. The eyelet will rust on you. Okay? After you got your seasoning on, come back in, wipe it off like it's not supposed to be there anyways. You don't want it there. You don't want that much seasoning on it. That's it, folks. Let it sit there. I'm gonna watch it. It's 3:04 my time right now. It only takes a couple of minutes. All you're trying to do is get some normal heat back into that pan to let this reseason. While I'm doing that, I will take this super hot one and get it ready. And that's all it took for one that was already seasoned. Okay? walk over, take your little scrub brush, walk around it for a second. I didn't have to bring water over to the stove to clean it because it's so well seasoned. Come back in with your grapeseed oil. I added a little too much. Get my medium heat. Isn't that just a beautiful color though? That is a beautiful color pink. Still got a little too much oil on that paper towel. Now everybody says use lint free everything else. Yeah, I do that when I'm done because I don't want any lint just sitting in it. But I'm sorry, a paper towel, a good paper towel, doesn't leave a lot of lint. Okay. Let's get that over there for a little heat. This one right here. Okay, you can see it's already drying all the way around. You got a little bit of oil spot right in the center. So when you get that little oil spot, wipe it back down. You know the pan's got heat in it, so just set it off. Turn your heat off. You can feel the heat in the pan. You know it's hot. You know that seasoning is going to sit there and as that pan cools down and just bake right back into it. Same thing on this one. This one pulls heat faster than this one. This one's a thinner pan than this one to me. They're about the same weight and this is a bigger pan. Doesn't take long. Come back in, wipe it, so that way you know you don't have any blotches or anything. I can feel the heat on the pan. That's it, folks. You're done. Let them cool off and put them up. That's how you maintain cast iron. Easiest way to do it, simplest way to do it, comes out great every time. If you got any questions, bleep boop them down in the box. I'll answer every one I can. And I will see you next time on our Texas Homestead. Be sure you like, share, and subscribe this. You need everyone you can get. Thank you guys.